My name is Kenny Brunskill and I'm a steeplejack supervisor. I've always liked old buildings and restoring them. It's something that I like doing. If you get something that's a bit run down, you like to make it look new again, and obviously then there's the history behind it as well. You get to work on stuff that isn't ever rarely seen, and it's nice to bring it back to its former glory.
This is Walker's Pottery, a rural Tyne Valley pottery from about 1840. It's been quite a big operation here. Bottle kilns, drying sheds, there'd have been a clay pit. It would have made quite domestic and basic products, clay pipes, bricks, tiles. And it's just a beautiful location. The pottery closed, I think it was 1914, so it wasn't open for too long, 70 years. In the 1970s, it was in a really bad state of repair, and some volunteers came and took a lease of the structures. 30 years later, they needed more restoration work. I think the whole design team wondered how we were going to undertake this work. The first thought was you scaffold it, but actually quite a difficult structure to scaffold because it's not a straight side.
It's 3 or 4 times the diameter at the base as it is at the top, so there's no scaffold structure that's easily going to be installed on that. It was very apparent and very obvious from the get-go that our skill set was going to be a great fit for the project.
I got brought in once we realised that there was access needed, specialist-wise. So obviously we use steeplejack methods to get up there, laddering, and then when you get up there, the easiest way to do that's for abseil methods, because you get freedom of movement and it's easier to work off.
Sometimes one of the hardest things is to identify the right people for the right job, but then occasionally you'll get a project that it's very obvious, and this was one of those because the element of access that was required, hundreds and hundreds of linear metres of line mortar pointing, and also the masonry repairs, Kenny was the perfect guy for the job.
On the bottle kilns, when we were up there using abseil methods, you've got buckets, you've got everything hanging off you, and obviously everything has to be tied again so you don't drop nothing. Rather than being on the floor when everything's there, you need a whole new lookout for abseiling, and it's a new challenge, which we all like, me especially.
It was beautiful to watch. I used to come up here and watch them pointing off ropes. This is very specialist work. I've tried pointing, and that's quite a tricky operation in itself. To do it on a rope is just unimaginable.
The project was carried through to completion, everybody delighted with the end result, as were we.
I've been back recently and seen them. The work looks brilliant. I'm very proud of what everyone's done and me, and I've enjoyed it. And it's nice to see any job that you do complete. It's what I like doing.